Alright fellas, so I'm back here yet with another video. Oh wait, I didn't even introduce myself yet first. Okay, bruv, I am James IZ mate, and I am here to watch a video from Vice that actually caught my eye here. It's an ex-inmate reveals why UK prisons are broken. So, I'm gonna be watching an 8-minute video and learning everything there is to know about the UK prison system. Are you ready for this video? Are you ready for this video? Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you're ready. But if you're not, I'll give you 5 seconds. Hold up. All right. Well,
my name's Chris Atkins. I'm a filmmaker who went to prison in 2016 for a white-collar crime. I've since written 2 books about it. The first one is just a diary of my time in Wandsworth. And
okay, so you committed white-collar crime in Manchester, bruv. Okay, listen, I do know what white-collar crime means, okay? It means that, it's like a business-related, or, right, money-related? I don't really know, to be honest with you. Truthfully, I really don't.
The second one is called Time After Time, which is about why so many prisoners reoffend after they get out.
Okay.
I can say with very, very strong authority that the UK prison system is not fit for purpose. 80% of all convictions...
Listen, I know that I shouldn't be talking about anyone else's teeth, but I fit right in with the UK, the population of the UK, because this man's teeth is also fucked up, is just as fucked up as mine, of course. But yeah, nah. So I think I fit right in with the UK audience. Okay.
And cautions are reoffences. Reoffending costs about £18 billion a year. You don't have a prison system as such. You just have places where they warehouse the mentally ill and the drug addicted. And rather than treating them, we lock them up in very, very small, overcrowded, disgusting, very dangerous cells.
Well, I mean, you're making it sound like that, that's a bad thing of keeping drug addicts and bad people off the streets in these shitty environments. Why is he saying that it's a bad thing or something? Is he against the prison system or something?
For 23 hours a day, we leave them there for years and years until we eventually let them out. Far more damage than when they went in.
Okay, wait a minute. Why would you let them out then, right? Yeah, nah, because they're gonna be way more damaged than what they already were going into it. So yeah, why would you let them out? Honestly, just keep them in, or just fucking.
So unsurprisingly, they go right back out and commit more crimes. Yeah. When you meet people who've been in the system and people who live in the system, they didn't just suddenly turn around age 25 and decide, hey, I'm going to be a criminal. A lot of them had very, very troubled childhoods. There's often a lot of physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse in some cases, and they were placed into the social care system. This is a social care system that we all know has been riven by cuts and basically almost ends up as a funnel into the criminal justice system. So by the time
so it's very similar to America. It's extremely similar to America to a T, actually. If anything, they kind of copied us, honestly. So we did it first for real. Honestly, real shit.
My crime wasn't one of poverty, but a huge number of crimes are driven simply because people just don't have any money. So when people get made redundant or they lose their house, they're suddenly put in a situation where really the only way they can see that they can survive is to start breaking the law. One of the other areas that people don't really investigate very much is gambling, the effect of gambling on crime. So I met a lot of people...
The effect of gambling on crime?
Who had ended up, whether it was stealing from their boss or whether it was selling drugs, it was all to start paying for gambling habits. And we know that gambling targets the poor more than the rich.
Wait, damn, really? Wait, what? Wait, so you're really just you're really just stealing money from your boss. You're going behind your manager's back and taking money from them and gambling? You're selling drugs and you're just gambling it all away? I'm confused. Okay, what?
Government research shows that ex-prisoners who leave the system and go out into gainful employment are far less likely to reoffend. But the problem we have is that people who leave prison with a criminal record are actually sort of tainted by this, and it makes employment far, far harder.
Yeah, well, it's the same here in America, so what am I watching this video for? I already know this.
In a lot of cases, they have to declare it, and who wants to give a job to an ex-con, right? Yeah. It's the same with housing. All the government statistics show...
Yeah, nah, it's the same exact thing here, in America. Again, why am I watching this?
That prisoners who come out...
If you're a convicted criminal, yeah, it's gonna look bad on your reputation with the public.
We're stable and safe to live, far less likely to commit any more crimes. But what we do is we shove them out on the streets without any means to get a roof over their head. Simon McClellan is one of the people in Time After Time that I spend quite a lot of time with Bizarrely, well over 10 years ago, he perpetrated this insane prison break by pretending to be his twin brother. Simon has now, I think, received over 70 convictions. One of the main reasons that he ends up offending again and again and again is through lack of housing. And he's
So you tried to break out of prison by pretending to be your twin brother, but how does that work? How does that work? What was the thought process? Like, you were gonna all of a sudden, like, after being convicted and being locked up for so long, you were just gonna suddenly say, oh hey, I'm actually like the other twin brother that should be locked up here, so yeah, I'm totally just gonna just snitch on my own fucking brother, even though that you're not actually a twin at all. Like, you're just like, and what the fuck? Again, what is the thought process?
In this insane situation where he's released from prison, again, for shoplifting, very minor offense. So on his...
I mean, it is sort of minor, but like, you already were showing patterns of committing crimes before, like, in the past, so... yeah, lock him up, you fucking idiot. Well, duh, like, dude, like, he's gonna do it again. The fuck, what else is gonna happen? What
license terms of his release, it said you cannot be homeless, and if you're homeless, that's technically a crime, so we can recall you to prison. But
they're based, like, the UK is based.
They didn't give him anywhere to live, so within 2 weeks, guess what, he's back inside again, a huge cost to the taxpayer. He was offered a flat.
Okay, is this man gonna talk about your own experience, or just talking about stories here for like the rest of the time period?
By his local council for a month to get him back on his feet. But they said, well, we can't give you this flat until we give you some ID. But guess what? You're not allowed to keep ID in a prison cell. He didn't have any ID. His probation officer refused to get involved and supply ID, so he lost the flat. He ended up sleeping rough. He ended up reoffending. He ended up going back to prison. I encountered many cases where prisoners deliberately reoffend in order to go back to prison. Things are so bad.
That's because they're institutionalized. Okay, what is the what is the point of me even watching this then? Because if like I already know about institutionalization, okay, what the fuck?
Prison is such a mad, weird, alien environment that the only option you have when you're in there is to completely adapt. The problem is when you take someone out of that crazy environment and you put them back in the normal world, it's a huge culture shock. What you need is a process by which, step by step, you slowly reintegrate people to go out. So I was very fortunate enough at the end of my sentence to go to an open prison, which meant that each day I could go out, you could study, you could do community service, you could get a job, you could see your family. The problem is only about 5% of all prison places are open prison.
What the fuck is an open prison? That's like an open marriage. Like, if it's open, then it doesn't exist in general. So you're a prison that lets the prisoners leave. So like, you're in like an open marriage, but like you're in a marriage, but you're allowed to have sex with other people. Again, like, it doesn't matter. Like, bro, it doesn't exist then like, it's not a thing. What the fuck is an open prison? What?
Generally, it's only middle-class, white-collar people like me who can buck the system to actually get a place at open prison. So the people who desperately need to go through the open prison process aren't allowed to go to open prison. Why? Because they have drug addiction problems, they have mental health problems, they have violence on their record. So they go through the closed prison system for years and years and years, and then one day they say, right, get your stuff. They open the gate and they push.
You know what? I think I kind of just realized what this whole video is. It's just like oh man, this is so depressing, but like, there's really no solution. Like, like, this man is bringing up like a plethora of problems here. You know, some important problems, I guess, that can be addressed, but you're not addressing them though. I mean, he's probably doing something about it, but me personally, I'm just a YouTuber. I really don't give a flying fuck. I was expecting more from, like, you know, like that guy telling stories of how he was locked up in like a UK prison, and is like a UK prison any different than like the US prison system? And it doesn't really seem like it. It actually seems like it's basically the same exact thing. So, hey man, I have no clue what else to say besides, hey, like and subscribe for more if you want to. Fuck. You feel me?